Anyway, last time, nothing happened. This time, something happens, quickly and without killing itself. Sound like a plan? I think it does. So let's ready. Let's study, and... let's go. I think a portable fan helps a lot. I just got this big boy. Just pointing at my legs.
Ike and company managed to evade their persistent foes, finally arriving in Sienne, the capital of Benyan.
Are you talking about one of like those misting fans that like you get at amusement parks?
According to the creed of the goddess, which has been taught across the continent by Benyan, this is where the goddess Asherah will appear during times of great crisis to lead the people to safety. As even the smallest child in Benyan knows, the tower is sacred and mere mortals may not enter.
Oh, actually, you know what? I loaded the wrong save file. I loaded my tower preps save file when I was testing. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Yeah, there we go. We only cleared 4-4. We haven't cleared 4-5 yet. It hasn't happened.
Tibarn's group passes
Nope.
quickly through Salmo, drawing steadily closer to the Imperial capital. The hardships of the
Also,
journey
listen, I
lead
have
them
like
to
channel point
forget
rewards
their
for
racial
keeping me
differences
hydrated.
and
Well, please don't
bonds
let me
of
die on
friendship
stream.
and trust.
I have a
However,
giant thing of water.
Almeida, the
It
queen
will save
mother
me.
of Dayan, remains alone and aloof,
Lost in thoughts all her own.
Her son, Peleus, also seems to guard some secret thought tucked deep within his heart.
Yeah, Tennessee's hot. There you go, cats. You're getting it. Slurp. Now I remember why I made the hydration thing, like, shockingly expensive. We forgot you'll spam it? Yeah. I'm a firm believer in staying hydrated. I'm not a firm believer in staying hydrated. Look, when it was like cheap, when it was dirt cheap, you just drowned me. First time clear. Cyan is a fake and a fraud. I am neither of those two things. Ooga booga, mixed race children are scary. I'm Asherah. I'm Deginsia. Ooga booga. Yes, yeah, no, Deginsia just like up and lied about that. What's good? Burning to death. It's very good. But it's okay, we're doing 4-5 for the first time. Why do you read the same dialogue as last time? What are you talking about? There was no last time. Nothing happened. There's no war embossing, say. But there is apparently a Korra sequel, which, I don't know, maybe it's good. I don't really know how they follow up Korra after they kind of did a lot to the world. The fuck you mean Korra sequel? There's like a new Avatar coming out. Avatar continuation. I mean, as I understand it, it's a sequel to Korra. As Korra was a sequel to The Last Airbender, so like... Anyway, the war criminal's gone. We've known about how it's following up Korra. Okay, then egg on my face, I just have not been following this at all, so... Jury's out on if it plays out well. I'm not the most hopeful. I kind of thought Korra was pretty so-so. It had its good moments, but like, I think that was a show butchered by its network. This has been a thing for well over 6 years. I knew it's been in the works, but now like we have art for it, so things can be in the works, but until the public actually sees something, I'm just going to assume it's all a lie. Lesbians cause world-ending fallout. Great message, Nickelodeon. I mean, Nickelodeon did not help their long-term planning, but like, Korra had problems of its own, narratively speaking. The comics helped out. Yes, but like with comic book movies, no one actually reads comics. Oh. That being said, the Avatar comics are very good. It's one of those things where I kind of wish it was just adapted, but I get it. Animation's expensive, and like animation in the West is pretty exclusively either a thing for children or a thing for children, really. Like, to give us the funniest recap ever to exist. I did not care for that recap episode. I mean, Korra did sort of mess a lot of things up, but you know what? If we want to frame that as it was actually good in the long run and show how, great. In the West, there's only animation for 10-year-olds and animation for 25-year-olds. Correct. Name here of Joffrey. Sorry, your mother's like clearing out the desert. Yeah, how are you gonna claim Korra has the funniest recap when Avatar has the Ember Island players? That's honestly way true. Super true. Korra's recap was like, we ran out of budget, let's Ava this shit. Avatar's recap was, hey, you know what? The Great Divide did kind of suck, actually. Varric is funnier. I like Varric. I just didn't think the chibi thing worked all that well. Varric is funnier, yes. But I just did not think the presentation was as good. Kitty Cat Man. The fact that you can use the gang's reaction to the Ember Island play for the live-action movie is hilarious. Live-action Avatar is, like, one of the first movies that I actually went to see in theaters that, like, I came out of just, like, not even kind of being able to say anything positive about it. Like, that was the first movie I remember going to, paying money for, and, like, leaving realizing, damn, I wasted my money. This sucked. Anyway, I guess Aaron needs A level, except he doesn't actually because he can't one tap anyway. So anyway, we'll do this in a second. I have bananas burning in my oven because you can ripen them by just baking them. So I'll pretend I'm here or that no time has passed. Hey, look at that. I never left. Damn, I cannot believe that works. Evolution is so disappointing. I don't think I've found anything worse than it. I didn't see that in theaters, so it's not really on my radar. Anyway, we need Lucia Fiona. And everyone else is good. Shop. Damn, I didn't even save, like, my preps. Which I guess is good, because, stream didn't happen, actually, so... We're not missing anything. I have a white gem in the other one. Statue frag can go. Boop, boop. Give 2 of those to Aaron. So I can't get both Beast and... Oh wait, no, they're shop, Birdfoe's in here. Yeah, the guy who played... I know the guy who played Demon King Piccolo in Evolution ended up playing... someone in Super. I think one of the Angels, or maybe one of, like, the... other universe teams. I don't know, oh shit, he played Zamasu? Alright. Good for him. I always love when fans of a thing, like, you know, get to contribute to it legitimately. And it really sucks when, like, fans of a thing are a part of a thing and it ends up not being well received. Okay, we give Leonardo Dragonfoe, so... Mag is good. Fiona. Okay, bye. What's your attack here? 28. Yeah, we'll try it this way this time. 'Cause I had a very tricky first turn. Okay, and everything else is good. We don't need resolve on anyone. I mean, resolve would be nice on you, but... Oh, okay. I've got neighbors moving in. That's why my dogs are going crazy. Okay, there. Buy stuff for you. I need to buy a silver bow for Leonardo. Take the arbalist. Buddy, come on. Come on. Yeah. You're locked in my room now. You have water, just like sit down in front of the fan. Take another heal. Smellius has heal, and he can take a physic. And And I think everything else should be good. I just need to buy some weapons for Fiona and Meg. I want to keep the Tempest Blade around. Everything else, that's fine. Silencer I'll keep just in case I want to bless it. Okay. I could forge the Salad Bulg. Don't really need it yet, though. Buddy, you're not getting let out. You whine all you want. You're not getting out of here. I think that's really all I need, because most of the fighting is gonna be done by Aaron. Convoy. Do I have like an elixir or something? Cool. Right, a silver bell for Leonardo. Your accuracy is dog water, so you get that. You can't use anything else. Alright, that should be fine. Concoction, heal, fortify. It's fine. Okay, cool. I don't even need to award XP. Aaron's gonna get enough, so. You know what? Let's be XP Peleus. I'm not gonna do that just because he has Paragon and we'll get it immediately anyway, so... Like, I'm just gonna use Fenrir to get some chips and call it there. Bit of a predicament. Oh god, I'm gonna die. It's so hot. It's so hot, I'm gonna die. You have, like, no believers? Yeah, totally, haha. That odious man. And I have enough money to recruit Volk, which is good, because Volk is a mobile light rune. Okay. So, as mentioned in a stream that did not happen, this is actually a really easy chapter if you're trying to do it optimally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Forge Javelin, boom, boom. That's all you need. Genuinely, a trained Marsha, Jill, Hartaneth, really. Because, like, Sigrun's locked. Can just kind of trivialize this chapter. And granted, this chapter is fantastic. Oh, you know what? Shit. I forgot to get a silver bell for Leonardo. I doubt I'll need it, but that's what I forgot. This is the best map for EXP. Yeah, realistically, you're losing a lot if you choose to skip it, but like, it is fairly trivial to skip. 6, 7, 9, 2, 3. Don't you need 10k for Volk? No. No, it's 3k. Okay, so choose units. Let's clear out the riffraff. As Alencia's forced, Alencia or Bastion can talk to Volk. We do that. We can Meg Fiona over here. You have 24. Yeah, realistically, if you kill, it's because you sold, and if you sold, you can live another hit, so that's fine. Meg Fiona there. Aaron here. So I need the hit. Lucia here, and... Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting someone? One, two, and then 1, 2... Oh, Leonardo, right. I can just have him eat one because he doesn't get doubled. All right, cool. It's only 3,000. What do you need the money for? Okay, he has stillness, so he's just a mobile light rune. Okay. Item. A Mega Attack first, so Aaron can actually have accuracy. Oof, okay. And like, I'm thin. I don't really know how someone who like had a bit more mass on them would be able to deal with this heat. Because it is not fun. Do I? Oh, okay. Right, you, Steel Blade, you, boop, 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 boop. And thanks to the accuracy bonus, like, we're good. According to a Matt Pat from an old ass video, he mentioned that women resist heat better. I live in the South, and that is so false for me, at least. I'd say anecdotally, I would agree that like women tend to run colder. Done. I mean, part of it is like the workplace stereotype of like women are always freezing, but that's also just due to attire where, you know, business attire for men, good job, Leonardo, for men is like a full suit, so a bunch of layers, and you can be business attire ready as a woman and like basically just wear like a one piece if you really want to. It's the name of the treasure. Okay, so I just need you to dodge or like You have Pavise, so theoretically, we should be fine. Sure, we'll shove you. Can you make it to me? You can. All right, I don't actually want to attack anyone this turn because if I get attacked by multiple people, I might be in trouble. You guys can't get over here. It really sucks not having a flyer. Hey, buddy, are you retreating to the shower because it's cold? All right, I'm gonna need Pavise to put in some work. You can consider Pavise to be like a, as long as Leonardo doesn't crit, we're good. That's fine. Honestly, he takes way less damage than I thought he would. Do you get two-shot? No shot, you get two-shot, right? God damn, dude. Is someone always going to be at risk of death here? Maybe I should have put Aaron over there with Meg. You don't get to play the game. I was just kind of calking off of vibes. I assumed with, like, my Fiona's defense, she'd be able to live too. Cyan, when he remembers his units are bad. No, we're good. We're good. They just high rolled. Hey, do me a solid. Pop a soul real quick. Thank you. We're fine. See? Problem solved. Okay, we're good. Man, they made Sold so OP. I mean, in the sense of it always crits, yeah. Okay, that is a good-ass level. Dude, I gotta get back into showing gross where they're relevant. Oh no, I'm gonna take 4 damage. I mean, Soul's OP in a sense of, like, you're critting. It's just a critical Soul. It's like, I wouldn't say Flare is necessarily OP, but it does... I mean, one could argue Flare has value in being attached to unmitigated 1-2 range, so, like, there's that. What makes the skills OP is their high proc rates. Oh, biorhythm. Yum, yum. Okay. So we have 5 units that we need to kill, and ideally, I'd park Aaron here to deal with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Average skill proc sits about 30 to 40% proc rate. I mean, a lot of them are just skill percentage, and I wouldn't say 30 to 40 is kind of truth, but like 30 is probably accurate for a lot of them. mark you. Also just says lol strength times 3 for the damage calc. I mean, look, they're all lethality of spice. Would that be enough? No. Okay, so Smellius can eat one. You know what, that's fine. You've capped everything relevant. I mean, I have 27 speed. Yeah, eat shit. We're fine. I mean, Colossus in practice will kill everything, but like, Impale could theoretically do more damage. We do that, and then we do that, and we trade. That's 30, 42, 50, 70. That sure is an Aaron level up, except I got res and not skill. Actually, yeah, I haven't capped skill yet. You know, gun. Super gun. Okay, and 35, 49, we're fine. You don't double me, and I don't get hit by 2. That's all I give a shit about. Just need to make sure I'm not getting hit by 2. We're fine, actually. I'm just gonna not heal you because I would like you to take some damage. Yay, more blorbos. Could all have an affinity. You're just dead. Oh. Chat, you may forgive me, but I might be hitting the funny animations off thing, or map animations, because you know what? It's gonna be a whole lot of this. A whole lot of Aaron just murdering cats. God, it'd be so nice if Leonardo had enough defense to reliably do this with a crossbow, because then I could have given him Paragon. I guess I could have given, like, if I kept it on someone like Astrid and put Astrid in this army, I could have given her Paragon and, like, Beast Foe. And you know what? My Astrid's kind of yoked, so she would have been fine. I don't think she'd one-tap Tigers, but, like, no one does. Speed Gaming. Look, we gotta get it eventually. No funny Rono. I was kind of banking on it. Okay, where can I put Volk? That is a plain tile. I do still need 3. But I can put, like, Leonardo there with a bow and we'll be fine. Where's Fiona? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 9, huh? I can put Volk there, so... Volk here. Double checking here. Because now I put Volk here, Aaron here, Fiona here. I love Volk, the Stillness Shield. I just like that it is reliable. One could argue that, like, if it were... If Shade worked like Stillness, it might be too powerful, but, like, I like that I can rely on it working. Like, you can't necessarily do that with Shade. Shade's just like a, well, maybe. Maybe it'll do something. I mean, a lot of... Oh. Hits, actually. Should not have put Meg there because Aaron now lost a shitload of hit. Speed, yay! I mean, it's great, but... Alright, how bad are we looking? Never mind, we have a billion skill. We have 20 billion skill. The Tigers are still going to be a problem, but... I don't think I wallop them anyway. They have... Let's say 49, so... 6, 60, 24... 83? 30, 30, 21... Not quite. And you know, I could just impale them. It might happen. And mobile light rune go. Can I double shove you? Oh, I totally can. I just want Peleus to promote so he can get staves. There's a class change. The further I stand away from my computer, the better, because holy shit, this is hot. Unfortunately, Peleus is not a woman. He does not get the woman bonus of Radiant Dawn. But he has magic and speed. Realistically, what else can a guy ask for? 4 defenses. He didn't ask for it, but it's handy to have. I can't rescue you, so... That's fine. We'll just have... I guess Fiona be here with... that's fine. Well, maybe not. Yeah, Steel Bow's probably the reliable way to do it. Take a little more damage now that I don't have Meg defense, but... Ooh, damn. Never mind. Oh, you know, I double the tigers, so it doesn't matter. The Silver Great Lances, I guess, were just for one tapping. That sure is an Aaron level, minus the fact that he got HP. As a reminder, it is the only thing that keeps Aaron from being a functional unit. Yeah, there you go. You don't get to play the game. Nice damage. Nice Phyto. Okay, more furries, more furries. I'd like... If I want to do that, I'd have to push Parky here. Then I could maybe fly you over. Okay, so how much would I need to get you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can rescue drop you. Sandvid and Pale is still the highest possible damage rating on those, as much as Colossal's bit hurt. Yep. Yep, Male, Sentinel, Fire Affinity. Theoretically highest damage. I don't think there's any practical way to make that happen, but it's still funny. Actually, wait. Okay, one of them might go for Aaron, but... genuinely a little surprising. We have Mobile Light Rune. Olivey Grass, hooray. $28, $26, we're fine. Small correction from the stream that doesn't exist. Oh, what I goof. What I theoretically goof. Oh, it's minus 9999. Okay, that's even better than I expected, actually. Arbalest. Do I get Darkened? I don't. Okay, so I can just pull you. I can pull you and just pop a Fortify just to make sure everyone's like, no, I don't have to. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Might as well get XP. I really do like Stillness Conception. It feels really, really strong, which, like, is probably the point. What does Geyser need? Tabbo. Holy shit, more speed. So close. So close to one tapping. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a... Yeah, that's a must have been the wind. Okay, so if he is literally the only one in range, they'll go for Volk. Also, oops. My light rune killed something. Must have been the wind. Best XP map in the game. Absolutely, but like... It is sort of just like a slaughter. Like, hey, did you find all of like the secret foe skills and buy bird foe? If so, great. Free map. Okay. We'll have to deal with you, but... How far can I get? 1, 2, 3. Can I shove Aaron? Hell yeah, I can. All right. Here's what we do. We move Aaron up, we smack you, we put Meg in range, and then we just hope he rips and tears. Stillness is a bit too good. I'd make it so you can equip it, but you can become Ghost in the sense that foes can also move through your tile. I'm pretty sure that was it Sacred War that... I think an earlier version of Sacred War had Stillness for Calm. And like, yeah, no, that was just absurd. Yeah, the hide command. It wasn't passable for... Yeah, no. I mean, before it was just on-command Stillness, which... It was still worse than Still... Well, no, it was better than Stillness because they wouldn't... They just couldn't attack him. I don't know, it's like Shade and Provoke are like, it's a delicate balance because if a player understands its implementation fully, like, you can just sort of like super manipulate enemy AI in ways that probably aren't intended. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I use bows and you can stab a bird. There's Myrmidon Emblem where Provoke overrode everything. Yeah, and it was way too strong. Vereen would do it. Dude, holy shit, I actually have to bring... Gun. Bigger gun. Alright, we're good. Thank you for saving use. It's very cool. On the off chance this fucks up, yeah, I can Strunkler you. God, dark magic looks cool in this game. Even the map animations are cool. Alright, Smellius, what say you now that you're allowed to get stats again? There we go. I couldn't find you in time. Okay, I'll get hit by 1, and then I can deal with the rest of you later. Magic and speed, what else do you need? Defense is nice, so Ashura doesn't just, like, nuke me out of existence, but... Oh, those are the stats. What else can you really act? I guess I'm getting greedy, then. Yeah, no, there's not really much here. I'll put Laura over here in case I need to murder a tiger, but... Ow. In hindsight, I'm gonna need to hit some vantages. Or dodge, that works too. Yeah, Aaron could reasonably die here. I am pulling a lot. I'm pulling a lot. More speed, holy shit. All right, 26 speed. Oh, okay, never mind, we're fine. We're fine in the sense of, like, now they're just gonna get closer to me and not do anything, which I don't love. They're just gonna clump up. What a time. I can just Fonro you, actually. Okay, how fucked am I? That's only 28 damage, I say. That is 54 damage. You will just murk Laura. Can't have that. I'd have to kill all 3 of them and do that, which I can't do. It's not gonna matter that much, so... $19, 48, 58 effective. I do live. I would have to kill you. $44.17. I'd live. That works. Not gonna go for Smellius anymore, but that's like fine. Okay, let's just hope for the best. Oh, he's leaving. We got too close. Oh, that works. I wasn't gonna double you, and I wasn't gonna one-tap you, but if I skill proc, you're dead. I might have done 31 damage to you. Probably not, though. Good job, Meg. Alright, well, basically hope we get lucky. More strength, more defense, more skill. Luck's nice too. Okay, the dragons are kind of gonna fuck me up. Oh, that works. You wouldn't have done much damage to me, but that works. No, see, that's nice. That just means I don't take damage. He's got, what, 27 skill? So it's like 1 in 4 chance to... Cool. If you really think about it, having them run into your lance, that's like basically dodging. $56. That would hurt a little bit. That would hurt a lot of it, actually. We're gonna fuck off back a little bit. Okay, so look at that speed growth. Look at that approaching speed cap. Yay. You'll shrimply do this, right? Vi's a skill over 2, I think, so... It's not bad on Lucy at all. It's like a 16.5% chance. I think it would technically be better on, like... Yeah, there's a reason they put it on Tabarn, but, like... It's not bad on Lucia. It's basically another layer of dodge on someone who really can't afford to take damage. Whew. Thank God Astra doesn't break my weapons. Ah, Cuneo. Hello. Sorry I had to cancel our Rabbit and Steel plans to play, Cat and Silver, basically. I shove you. I can. Did it matter? No, because it's a fucking swamp. Actually, it can matter. I just have to move. Is that the sequel? Yeah. Once we're done milking Vieira, we're gonna go milk Lake Mikote. I didn't really think that through. Yeah, look, it came out of my mouth and it's out there forever now. All right, Leonardo, strength and speed. Strength and speed. That's what we need. Strength and speed. And other things. All right, love to see it. Okay, Smellius, go ahead and hit him with a sick, nasty physic. Oh, now I gotta scroll all the way down to part 4 growth. I should have reorganized this when I made my armies. Okay, HP too, that's handy. You only got a 35% growth in it, so... That increases effective health by a fair bit. Okay. Yeah, I think we just wait and Aaron eats them all for breakfast. You fucking stop that. I don't have a flyer. Vantage. You lose. I'm a dumbass when it comes to Fire Emblem. Speed and skill are both stats along with luck. What even does what? Honestly, that's kind of a reasonable point of confusion, given that, like, they're not super well defined. So, speed is kind of the god stat of Fire Emblem. Speed determines your ability to double, and conversely, your ability to avoid doubles, and it contributes primarily to your avoid. Skill... It influences your hit chance, your crit chance, and in games with skills, the proc rates of most skills. Some skills proc off of other stats, most of them proc off of your skill stat. Luck? I think it says it in this, right? This affects many different things, Ed boy. Yeah, luck is just sort of like, it contributes directly to your crit avoid, so you can see, like, I have 18 luck. Up here, we have dodge. It basically, it counteracts enemy crit, so 12 crit, as long as I have 12 luck, I can't get crit here. Luck is a stat that you do not feel unless you have all of it, including and speed, or none of it. Middling luck just doesn't matter, like... What units actually give a shit about having, like, crazy high luck or crazy low? Like, Archer's the one that... Not Archer. Arthur's the one that cares about having, like, really low luck. Because it gets him crit a lot combined with his personal skill. And then I guess someone like FE6 Clarine cares about having high luck because it just sort of lets her murder everything. FE8 Null has 0 luck. I remember that, but the problem with that is that, like, I'm of the mind that you really shouldn't have Null see combat, and if you are gonna have him see combat, you have, like, a means of like Hoplin Guard. There we go. I'm like, it's not an Iron Rune. Hoplin Guard. That's what it is in this. Jesus Christ. Do I have a javelin. It's like probably not gonna do anything, but maybe. Okay, so I can trade a javelin over to you, heal you, shove you. I guess. It's unfortunate. The only time your stats are compared to the same stat of the enemy's speed to determine if either character can double. Correct. Albeit, I guess there are some skills that directly compare stats, but okay. Ideally, I get Aaron a javelin, and fuck, that's gotta be like... Okay, so this is 1, 2. It's probably 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I can't do. Yeah, that would be it. 1, 2. Oh, you know what? Armors take 3. Can't shove you. Actually, I don't need to shove you, so... Here's what we'll do. Trade you a javelin. Send you over with Lucia. Shit. Actually, I would need to trade, but... Oh, no, I traded to Leonardo, then I trade, and then... Okay, yeah. Trade the javelin to you. Shove you. Make sure I can actually fucking kill you. Cool. And then I don't get murdered by everyone else. Double cool. Regarding the luck example, Path of Radiant Stefan also has low luck. He's an endgame ready unit recruited in the mid-game. He's still mid-tier due to not being a mounted unit, being sword-locked. Hello, being sword-locked. Did we forget being sword-locked? And also, along the lines, he will get crit. Let's go ahead and physic up Aaron, because I want hot XP. Yummy, yummy. Do that, and... Yeah, we'll just move over here. That's fine. Does Path of Radiance not have any ranged swords beside Ragnall? It has the Storm Sword, it has Ragnall. Technically, it has a Londite, but you know, that's enemy only. And Gurgurant, too. I always forget that Gurgurant has 2 range attacks. Oh, right, I forgot about the Rune Sword. But they are just, like, super unavailable to the player, so... I don't really consider them when thinking about ranged swords. Worry not. Oh shit, actually. Pretty good damage. I can do that, shove you up one. Move you over, kill you, finish off with Peleus, heal Flora. Cool. They also work off of magic. Yeah, that's important, because, like, Sword units just want the equivalent of a hand axe. Like, genuinely, if the Kodachi existed... Sorry, I'm not speaking to the mic here. If a Kodachi existed in Path of Radiance, I don't think infantry swordies would be much better, but, like, I think someone like Zahark, for example, would have value. Earth Affinity would have 1-2 range. He'd face a lot of weapon triangle disadvantage, but, like, still work. That's true. If you get funny Magic Ike, which happens once in a blue moon, you can also make it work off of that. Hey, Yuri sub for 42 months. That is, in fact, a long-ass time. Ah, perfect damage. I'd love to see it. Is Blue Moan your Ike Renault fanfic? Wait, did I miss something from chat, or did I just, like, Freudian slip or whatever? I said Blue Moan. Okay, well. It is out there in the world now. Nothing that can be done. Well, see, now I kind of want you to clip it, because I don't remember saying that shit. Not because clipping on mobile is a pain. Yeah, see, that's more realistic. Clipping on mobile is a giant pain in the ass. And you should just never do it. Okay, right, you have bird foe, so kill the birds. It's not that important. Mag's fine, Aaron's fine. Honestly, it's 1 HP, but, like, Aaron's my front line. Being full HP is just handy. Cool, speed. Ah, the fun never ends. And with Fenrir'ing this guy, I think Meg can just kill. Yeah. Hey chat, I got a question for you. I know some of you are weebs and horse girls, so this is relevant. In Uma Musume, do Pegasi, centaurs, or unicorns exist? Or is it just like normal horses and, like, you know, they're just not around? Okay, what about Pegasus girls or unicorn girls? I don't play that. I know some of you do. Don't lie to me. Okay, there you go. There you go, Kunio. There's your answer. The collective wisdom of Fire Emblem gamers has concurred. Okay, so you're just gonna Luna, right? Never mind, it's no damage, so it doesn't fucking matter. If they break an ankle, do they just shoot them point blank in the head? I'm sure, like, somewhere in the various animes that I think exist, like, one of them's gotta, like, hurt their ankle, right? I'm not about to do that much research, but, like, I can ask questions. More defense, Chonky. They're forced to retire and they are very sad. I mean, understandable. The only acceptable animal-related type dating sim or gacha is Hatoiful boyfriend. I'm not gonna downplay Uma Musume. I appreciate that it is a game that, like, has an entirely female cast that seems to sell without just using titillation as, like, the only draw, as it were. And like, it's like that because I think if they do sexualize the horses, whoever owns the horses or the rights to the horses will like get really mad at Psy Games. So they'll just send the Yakuza after you if you draw like bad art. Don't do it. Sent to the farm. It's just like the Chow Garden. Would a centaur in Uma Musume be a human with a second torso growing out of their shoulders? That's terrifying. That's don't say that. Oh god, don't say that. Not a fan. Diane is a Lin simp. She is my favorite Fire Emblem character, yes. Gaming. Can I live 3 of these? That's 42 damage. I don't think I want to take 3 of them. I'll eat 2 just in case. Actually, no, one of you will go for Meg if I put her in range, so... As the kids say, fuck it, we ball. Lyn is so popular, she just had to be in Fire Emblem Warriors. Look, Lyn was put in Fire Emblem Warriors because people got, like, right pissed that we finally got a crossover Fire Emblem Muso game. A thing I have vivid memories of wanting and, like, drawing doodles of in fucking middle school. And we get it, and it's just Fate's Awakening plus Arcanea. And like, oh, sorry, there are too many swords, we can't put anyone else in, and oh, both the OCs are swords, and we have 1 billion sword units. And then they added Lyn and Celica, who both use swords in this game, and they just made them clones of existing characters. I'm so disappointed in Fire Emblem Warriors. I like Three Hopes a lot. Fire Emblem Warriors is not a bad game by any means, but like, damn, I wanted it to be more. That's what you doodle in middle school? In middle school, I was genuine. Okay. I was destined to do what I was doing. In middle school, I was watching Let's Players like Chugga Conroy. And if you've seen Chugga Conroy's stuff, you'll remember that, like, around that area, he was one of the first to, like, put little infographic screens for, like, Pokemon Let's Plays. Or maybe Paper Mario enemies, Mother 3 stuff. It doesn't really matter. But, like, I was watching that, and I think Mage Knight was... I think he's, like, 5 or 6 years older than me, so he would have been in high school, early college at that point. He was doing, like, a bunch of Fire Emblem, like the Last Promise, FE8 playthroughs, and I'm like, man, I want to like make stat screens for that, for like Fire Emblem, but like stylized like the Chugga Conroy things. And you know what? Here I am. I've come so far, living the dream. Let's Plays in middle school. Look, it's just how it be. Playing Radiant Dawn again. Look, I learned what I liked, and I learned what I needed. I don't want to get hit by a fucking tiger. That hurt. That was a fuck I'm getting old comment, not judgment. Oh, thank God. Which means I'm getting old, not a fan. I mean, it is funny how, like... Not funny. It's impressive how, like, Fire Emblem streams have improved over the years as far as their interfaces. Like, I have more or less kept the same system since I started streaming years ago. Which is basically all of the bad, like, the dead units or bad units, whatever it is. It's just like... You know what? Here, I can just show you. Well, you won't be able to hear me. It is just a separate scene that I put a bunch of sizers in, and I just rename image files to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a certain location, and it'll auto-populate to like, And I just bring that in here. And you know what? It's fairly commonplace now. I will argue partially because I basically told everyone how to do it, but like, some people have kind of gussied it up a little bit. Have I played Elden Ring? Okay, I don't know if this like removes my gamer card, but the only Souls games I owned Elden Ring, and I could not run it on my computer. I bought it around the time it came out because my friend was like he said it was really great. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I could not get it to run without stuttering, so I put it down for a while. I upgraded my computer sense, so I'm sure I can run it now. The only Souls games, Soulsborne, whatever games I played is like 2 hours of Dark Souls 1, and I've watched someone play a bit of Bloodborne. I still think FE1 clears 3 hopes, or Fire Emblem Warriors 1 clears 3 hopes. In the sense of wanting infinite content out of a Musou game, I don't think you're wrong. I think it is still a Musou game, albeit I compare every, like, Nintendo Musou game to, like, hey, are you as good or better than Hyrule Warriors? And the answer is always no, because Hyrule Warriors fucking rules. It also plays a lot better IMO. I think 3 Hopes is... Look, I will argue that 3 Hopes is, in some aspects, more of a Fire Emblem game than 3 Houses. Oh, girl, you better one tap. Okay, good. Don't block off the tigers from, like, exploding themselves. Please Kanto away. Please Kanto away. Please Kanto away. Please Kanto. Yeah, all right. Movesets in Hyrule Warriors are so ass. I think Hyrule Warriors inherently works a little better than something like Fire Emblem Warriors because Zelda has a way smaller, like, cast of iconic characters than Fire Emblem. But what Zelda has that's iconic is, like, items, weapons, transformations in certain cases. And you know what? There are, like, a billion fucking links because... I mean, not like Young in Tune, but like, you know, Ball and Chain, Bigoron Sword, like Master Sword and Shield, the Spinner. Like, they just have a lot of fun items to adapt into movesets. Gust Bellows. I loved Fi. I know Hyrule Warriors canonized her name as Fi. They're wrong. They're wrong. They're incorrect. Oh, but it's close to the Japanese. I was like, I don't know how old I was when Skyward Sword came out, but you know what? I was right. I was correct because it was me. Read Wi-Fi. I know it's Wi-Fi, but like Fi. If Skyward Sword wanted me to pronounce her name a certain way, you know what? They should have added voice acting earlier. Wifey. Yeah, exactly. Fi is wifey, not Wi-Fi. Silly. I sure love fighting enemies that never flinch. Skill issue. Also, Hyrule Warriors gave us, like, the best version of Impa. It's cool as fuck. Even the story wasn't that bad. Or, honestly, I'd say the story was good in, like, a cheesy, campy way. The concept is just funny to me. Basically, an extra-dimensional witch is, like, watching links across time, and she's just, like, so down horrendous horny that she's just like, fuck it. I need him carnally. So, you know what? She just, like, starts being evil, I think, to capture Link and basically make him her slave in her weird Link palace. It's very funny. And it's mostly funny because I'm pretty sure that, like, there exist actual Zelda fans that would probably act that way. That's a crazy statement to say live. I've been streaming for years, all right? If you cannot hang me by the rope I have given you already, like, you're not trying hard enough. 49, 47, so 48 times 2, 48, 22, 22. Ow, 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 okay. As long as I don't get hit by anything else, we're fine, I guess. This isn't even the worst thing I've said on stream. Look, context matters except when people are clipping things on streams, and then it just doesn't exist. Okay, so we do that. We bop you. I think I might fortify. Yeah, no, I loved Hyrule Warriors. There was, by the time that everything was added to Hyrule Warriors, and like I think it was ported to Switch with all the DLC, like Definitive Edition, it's so much shit. Like, I don't know how you could be dissatisfied. They added fucking Agatha, the weird bug lady. Like, I love Twilight Princess. I think like the only other like weirdo pick you could have added was like, I don't know, Asahi or whatever. Maybe it's Asashi. I don't quite remember. Yeah. There's no playable line back, so I can't give it more than an 8 out of 10. There was the fucking King of Red Lions, though. You can play as a boat. Like, I'm not saying they couldn't have added more, but they did a pretty damn good job. Gun. Don't really use the boat much. Doesn't he just like attack if the sail or whatever, the hero sail? Look, admittingly, I do not know a lot of the movesets of the characters added like super late. Because I played that on Wii U. I have very fond memories. When that game came out, I found a nice little uninhabited study room in my, oh god, in my college basement. Or my college dorm's basement. And I just took, I really hope I hit this actually. Fuck. We're big chillin'. Are we big chillin' though? Ooh, are we big chillin'? That's the question. That's the question that needs to be asked, and that's the question that I will ask by... We do that. I got hit by 2 of you. I don't think 35, 30... Oh, dude, you actually have, like, defense now. All right, we're fine. Anyway, I went to the basement of my, like, my dorm, found a study room, brought my Wii U there. There was just a big TV. It was basically like a media room that no one used. And I was down there for 2 days. I slept there. No one bothered me. No one knew it was there. And I went through the entirety of the story mode. It was a great time. Truly poop sock gaming. 30 AS, 22 AS. Ooh, without eating? I mean, I brought food, probably. Yeah, you'll probably go for Laura, right? Better than Mushroom Towel Gaming? I'm sure that is a reference to something just like fucking horrendous, but you know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. Okay, park you here. Silverlance here. That's fine. Park you here. And like, hope I don't die. Ooh, I'm warm. I'm way too hot. Yeah, Laura! Get his ass! All right. Staff crit good. Have I played Age of Calamity? No, I have not. If I'm being honest, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that entire, like, trilogy and now, you know, quartet of titles didn't really, like, resonate super hard with me. So I have not played Age of Calamity. I should, because I enjoy Musou games, and I think they are actually a very good medium for, like, storytelling when you don't want to make an entirely, like, new fleshed out game. I just heard that people didn't like it because apparently it didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Also, I'll be right back. I'm gonna, like, slink over this way. Hello, I am back and unmuted. Wait, is bro pantsless? No, these are just the shortest, like, these are the shortest shorts I own, alright? It's like 90 degrees in here. Cut me a break. Not a chair stream, it's a couch stream. Difference. You only got a decent level up while I'm away? Short life. Look, realistically, these are just jeans that, like, were really elastic, but, like, way too small. I think I just bought the wrong size, but, like... So I just cut them into shorts, and then I think one day it got unbearably hot, and then I cut them into really short shorts, because, like, fuck it, I'm not wearing this outside, but, like, hey, it technically means I'm not walking around my apartment in my underwear, and, like, I think that's good roommate etiquette. Jeans, elastic. I mean, it was like a denim polyester sort of, like, they were elastic sort of jeans. Shortest shorts he owns, and he's out here doing couch stream. I mean, yeah. It's hard out there. Okay, we got all the fucking birds. Kinda wish I had Lucia over here so I could... Okay, yeah, Fortify would hit you. You know, we're just gonna assume we crit. Or we Astra. God! You are a true blade with an earth support in terrain. Dodge! I gotta find your gross before you... Okay. Oh. Man, that sure is... Sure is Myrmidon Gaming. Alright. Okay, we do that. We do that. What's her biorhythm? She's just like, she's neutrally chilling. She's coming off of like a solid high. Actually, maybe I don't want to do that. If I do that, can I kill you? I can. So, fuck it, we do this. Oh, well. That works. Honestly, if this map was not, like, just awful as far as terrain is concerned, I think the concept of having to, like, track down a warping boss is actually kind of fun. Okay, I don't want to get triple hit by you. 35, 35. Actually, do I give a shit? 16, 16. Okay, I can't take 3 of you, but I can take 2 of you. You know what? If you... Ooh. We're still fine. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Look, I like Lucia. She gets a cool moment. But she gets no availability, and she's kind of ass in Path of Radiance. Okay, magic and speed, and res and strength, honestly. Like, it's not bad. 20 strength. How big is this heavy-ass tome? Oh, we're totally fine. Also, yeah, Lamau. Man, a tome giving strength. God, it's like... Oh, man, it's like a sword meant to fight exclusively physical enemies that gives res. Ugh. Crazy stuff. My Lucia turned out well. Oh yeah, in this game, my Lucia is fine. Like, I have no complaints. I just kind of wish that she was more available. It's like, I like dodge tanks. Dodge tanks have good unit feel. Don't diss Oddholma like that. Now hold up. No. Oddholma is not meant for exclusively fighting physical enemies. Because moguls exist. And archmoguls exist, or elder bales, whatever it is. Oh, those spiders. So no, you know what? There is a use case for Oddholma's res. There is no use case for the Solcati's res. Oh yeah, Gorgons too. What am I missing? You right here. Who's that one character that talks in a specific way in Three Houses? You might be thinking engage with Zelkov, but Bernadetta talks in the third person and it's very annoying. Oh, right, Petra. She's... Yeah, okay, never mind. Look, we just accept Petra for who she is. She's trying very hard to learn Fodlan tongue. Petra also has good unit feel. The hoes are feeling the mad. It was funny, but like... Girl, don't put more fuel on the fire. Like, hoes mad, the hoes are feeling the mad. I get it. Smash fans don't like the overrepresentation of Fire Emblem, but like... Damn. I wonder if a Byleth video is more disliked than liked. Look, my 2 cents on Byleth is like, at the end of the day, Three Houses was a game that people enjoyed and resonated with. But they didn't enjoy and resonate it when Byleth was decided to be added to Smash. Byleth was decided to be added to Smash for promotion reasons, which, like, I just don't like. Conceptually, I don't know however you want to talk about it, but, like, I am fine with whoever getting added to Smash if, you know, people want them. Like, I don't give a shit about Xenoblade 2. I actively dislike Xenoblade 2. I'm glad that the Aegis is in, because, like, fuck it. People wanted Rex, and, I mean, honestly, this is basically just, like, it's Rex. He's Pokemon trainer. His Pokemon are 2 grown sword women. Kilcrom and Lucina. My actual Fire Emblem, like, Smash opinion is, like, Marth's always in, Ike's always in, Robin's always in. Add a rotating, like, 4th person. You could, honestly, you could maybe add Byleth to that, because I think they all have a specialized niche. Like, Marth is a spacer, is just like a fast spacer disjoint. Ike is like big, heavy sword monkey. Robin, slow spell sword, so you've got near and far, and you've got resources to manage. And, like, if you add Byleth to that, which I don't necessarily believe, but, like, Byleth does have, like, 3 weapons that they can switch between. And you know what? I really like playing as Byleth. And I didn't like that I really liked playing as Byleth because I wanted to be like kind of self-righteous and like well, they shouldn't have added someone that, you know, no one could have feasibly liked at the time it was decided. It's like Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem's history with Smash is a history of promotion. That's just what it is. And that's fine. Like, if anything, I feel like Fire Emblem fans should maybe have a slightly higher opinion of like Smash as a series, even though, you know, Smash fans and Fire Emblem fans are natural enemies. Because like, Smash Bros is a lot of the reason that Fire Emblem is around. One would argue it is the reason that like FE7 was brought to the West. Do you think if there's a new Smash, they will update DK's moveset with all the Bonanza shit? I hope so. I love playing as DK, but like, DK is my go-to example of why I don't like the DLC characters in Smash, because it feels like they are just playing two different games. Universal mechanics are like very often tossed aside for DLC characters, and like, I don't love that. Ow. Like, Bayonetta has triple jumps and can weave her up B twice between it. Sora has like weird strike rage stuff, like a combo neutral air. Min exists. All of the fucking like actual fighting game characters are just like, yeah, fuck it, we're in a different genre now. And Steve. So like, I like playing as DK. I wish that like my big dumb heavies would get some of the love that like the modern characters get, just so it feels like they're playing the same game. Like, at the very least, let Donkey Kong throw stuff. I know he can throw, like, walk around of items a lot more efficiently than others, but, like, you know, Smash isn't played with items at a competitive level. Just let him pull a barrel out of nowhere. Just chuck it. Give him his coconut gun. Dragon Ball FighterZ gives the last DLC character a one-shot attack. Okay, hold on. Don't you need, like, 7 bars? Don't you need, like, full fucking bars and dumping into a big bang Kamehameha? Look, if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not the most broken thing known to man, you've made a bad Dragon Ball game. I am objectively correct here. That is what the people want. Give them what they want. You know. Wait, it's only 3 bars? I thought you had to have a full meter for that shit. Oh, right. You have to do, like, 7 taunts. That's what it is. Okay. And you know what? Like, I think that's okay. Insta-kills do have a place in fighting games. I played Naruto in Persona 4 Arena. And you know what? You're gonna get mudoned. It's called fighting game balance. Look, Dragon Ball games don't need to be balanced. They need to be fun. They should be both, but like, if you're picking one, I want Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to just like blast you off the face of the earth. That is what I need. That is what I desire from my Dragon Ball games. How we doing? Can I just like... What if I just impaled you? Damn. I could do that and then move you up here, and then... What are you more accurate against? The cat. Okay. Done. Like, I'll be honest, my relationship with Dragon Ball as a series is mostly, I found the video games very fun when I was a kid, and I thought Team 4-Star was funny. That's kind of it. I eventually, you know, got around to watching it because it's culturally relevant, and I think, honestly, like, pretty solid. It's got its, you know, mimetic pacing issues, but, like, nothing's perfect. Nobody's nerfect. get out of you? So I just need to... here, and then I can trade take drop. Let me live out waifu emblem life of Marissa, Lucia, Cyrene, Carla. I mean, look, the Femmerum is a popular archetype. There we go. More strength to kill people with physics, Daves. Love to see it. I'm glad we could see Leonardo's gross as you leveled up. You a bird foe, actually. So you know what? Fuck it. You're going over there. I kind of miss the... Does anyone remember, like, the flag system from DS Fire Emblem? I know it was in Shadow Dragon. I don't actually remember if it was a new mystery where you could just, like, mark tiles as flags with, like, a little flag just to kind of... As, like, a mental note of, like, hey, this is, like, the range of the enemy I'm trying to deal with. I missed that. I found that very helpful. Oh, God, I'm going to need to take a shower. Like, I am bare-legged and suffering. Is that in DS Fire Emblem? There's a flag system in DS game? I'm like 90% sure. No, it's in the DS games, right? Because it wasn't in the 3DS games, and it sure as shit isn't in Tellius. Are you sure it's just not Tearing Saga? Please tell me I'm not thinking of Tearing Saga. I did play Tearing Saga around the time I played Shadow Dragon, but like, I'm not conflating the two, right? Fuck it, where's my DS? Right. All of my DS games are currently on loan. Shit, that might just be Tearing Saga. Oh God, it is Tearing Saga. I'm a fraud. Time to change genres. Yeah, time to change games. Okay. Time to become a Fortnite streamer? I'm sure I've said this before, but my relationship with Fortnite is... I remember telling a guy I used to play a lot of Smite with. We tried out Fortnite before the Battle Royale thing was added, or maybe right when the Battle Royale thing was added. I think he asked me, hey, why don't you stream this? It might be fun. And I remember exactly what I told him. I don't think this game's gonna take off. I don't think, like, streaming this game... I don't think it'd work. And you know what? That is probably the wrongest I've ever been about anything. Man, Intelligent Systems loves Arcanea. Japan loves FE3. FE3 is like... That is the JP game. Now, granted, someone made the very valid point that, the people that grew up playing FE3 or FE1 are fucking ancient. Like, I'm ancient. They're liches. Maybe it is not the most financially viable strategy to primarily appeal to them in, like, gacha banners, but, like, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Always the 3s in Japan. It should be the 4 for Japan. For no other reason than Final Fantasy IV slaps. Love that. Love that for me. Did you hear about the Fire Emblem Hero artist controversy? Yes, I did. For those not in the know, the dude who drew young Summer Tiki and just OG May that looked like shockingly young and like titified. Apparently sexually assaulted, like, I want to say a 16-year-old. Was admitted to drawing doujins that were basically enacting his fantasies of what he would like to do to young girls. And like, yeah, Japan just like basically, and like, mind you, I think this is not a bad thing, basically depersoning him in a sense. Like, all of his artistic contributions to games are being scrubbed from what I can see. Like, it is not just Heroes that is doing this, and maybe because it's not like other games have done this, it's easier for Heroes to follow suit. But like, the rerun banner of Young Summer Tiki is it's just canceled. That has never happened in the history of Heroes. That has never happened. And you know what? People were clamoring for Resplendent May because they really hated her fucking art, because it's like Lachesis. She got turned into a little Blorbo, and knowing what we know now, she got turned into like a pseudo lolicon bait. And you know what? Kind of glad it's changed. More glad that, you know, the people who were wronged are finally getting public justice on it, but like, it's rough. A light novel straight up removed all the volumes from circulation. Right, because he did the... I forget what the light novel was, but he did the... I want to say the cover illustrations for him. Okay, sorry. I was not looking at chat. Okay, so wasn't 16, was like 14. Oh, it was a 13 to 17-year-old. So apparently the woman who did the art for Engage, she draws VTubers as well. I use that derogatorily. Look! VTuber design has different appeal. Like, it's going for something different. There's nothing wrong with going for something different, but like, I don't think that necessarily works in a game like Fire Emblem. I don't think the mentality of like a bunch of like bright details wearing characterization on like a character's sleeve works for Fire Emblem in the same way. Like, let me try and gather my thoughts here. For VTubers, it is very important that like, as you are scrolling through the internet, the character's design stand out and their gimmick be readable from their visual identity. For Fire Emblem, like, gacha games have this problem too, but for Fire Emblem, it turns everyone kind of into pseudo main character syndrome, where they have way too much going on visually and not a lot of cohesion. What the hell is this Meg on? Dude, my Meg fucking lifts, right? She is the daughter of Brahm. She is his scion. Fire Emblem's always been anime, I've heard. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm watching Gundam with Kundio, like original Gundam. And you know what? I saw the Zaku, I'm like, oh, FE1 armors. And then I showed him FE1 armors and like, yeah. You know what? If you really like Fire Emblem, you want to do your research on shit that like, you know, influence the things you like, read the Orlando Furioso, because it influenced Elib a lot, and watch Gundam. I'm doing it. I'm doing it to know more about Fire Emblem. Char really is just Camus. Camus Madou. Okay, motherfucker, you just like will not move. Camus is just a Gundam character. I mean, looking at it, I thought for the longest time that like the Pegasus Knights were inspired by magical girls, but like the visual identity that like we associate with magical girls nowadays was not really set in stone at the time of FE1's creation. Like, there were some Maho shoujo stuff, but like it was around the release of FE1 that like, you know, that visual identity kind of took off. The Pegasus Knights are more based around like the bridge girl uniforms, and looking at it, like, it tracks. And I love to learn what like inspired or like informed the visuals of Fire Emblem, because like that's kind of important to me. I like it. The problem people have with Fire Emblem being anime is that anime has evolved over time to something they don't like. Yeah, I think people use Fire Emblem's always been anime as a gotcha when people complain that like, hey, Fire Emblem's like getting a little too anime, right? Like, why are there like, there's so much something 1,000-year-old dragon lolly, something like Awakening is full of something blank dares, right? Like, identifiable anime tropes was the complaint in Awakening, where like, hey, every character can kind of be boxed into like a modern anime trope. And a lot of the, let's call it cheesecake or tropey design reads more clearly under modern anime tropes. But like, anime's it's a medium, and it's also kind of a genre if you want to consider like, you know, genre tropes as being relevant. I think it is very valid for someone to complain that, hey, Fire Emblem is too anime for me. And it might not be like the best way to describe what they're actually feeling, but like, I think you can understand what they are feeling from that statement of like, hey, Fire Emblem's too anime for me. I.e. like, Fire Emblem's kind of warped into something else with the anime tropes that it has like been pushing forward. They don't understand the franchise. No, I think it is valid for someone to say like, hey, Fire Emblem is like too anime for me now. I think that is genuinely like a valid stance to have. Do I get fucking murdered by 3 of them? Do I need Smelliest to bop one? Fire Emblem games are products of a time, exactly. Like, I think Fates notably was trying to like reinvigorate itself through like, you know, modern media of the time, which is why Awakening and Fates, you know, stand out so differently. And then like, honestly, it is fine if you aren't like a huge fan of modern anime or whatever. I fucking double a... Jesus Christ. Well, I hit one of these, right? Cool. Friendly reminder, the Isekai boom started a decade ago. Eh. Sort of Sacred Stones, that was my first Fire Emblem. You're not uncommon. Nice defense. 7, 8, 13, 16 are kind of the ones that I expect that people start with. Wait, do I get fucking... Ooh, that's too much. That's too much for me. Most people started with 7, 8 or Awakening. I mean, no, 3 Houses I'm gonna put in there too. 3 Houses kind of like brought Fire Emblem to a... Okay, how fucked am I here? 10 damage on you, right? 30, so I have 20 defense. 10, 20, 35, 50. Okay, so I can't... Look, resume. It's not the, like, magnificence that is Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem, but you know what? I can hit suspend. All right, we're good. We're fine. We're good. Nothing bad ever happens. Nothing bad ever happens. You know, unless it fucking crashes, unless it actually crashes, then we're fucked. But hopefully not. Yeah, Twitch, you know what? Twitch just saw that my shorts were too short. You know what? My fingertips, they don't reach. They don't quite reach, alas. Crash counts as another try. You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Have your victory. Diane, if you hadn't asked, those would be booty shorts. But I don't. You see, I'm cheating the system, because the way Twitch works is like this on someone who is very chesty and very assy. Like, oh no, they'd get mad, or maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how much money you're bringing in. But me? Oh no, I'm svelte. I'm a svelte little streamer. As such, I can wear what I want. Ooh, I gotta fucking kill one of you, though. Thinking emoji. That is an insult to Hank Hill. Okay, Hank Hill has, like, negative ass. There's a difference. Gone. Save. Whoa! For us. There you go. Enjoy your whoa. Your ass is so flat it inverts into sass. Hope you start squatting for every reset you have to do. Okay. You know what? Why not? I'm already just sweating my half ass off. Oh, wait a second. Okay, you're fine. Okay, I'll put Volk here, so we don't kill. We're good. I do not sell propane and propane accessories. I've sold many things in my life. Propane is not one of them. Gonna make Cyan swell on account of him sucking at Fire Emblem. Do you not remember, like, the DDR stream where I went through Kiragi's Paralog? Because, like, that really killed my shins. Like, shocking amount of pain was had. I sell Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem accessories. I have sold Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem accessories. I sold someone a copy of Fates once. I had an extra and they wanted one. I like to eat food to keep up the muscle though. I'm not a terrible cook. I just forget to do it. Alright. Let's go, Femmerb. God damn it, you have two! You have two ways to dodge. You can dodge, you can pavise. You have like 16... You effectively have 16 flat avoid. Just chicken and rice. You won't be too lazy to cook that. Genuinely, not that I'm lazy. Just that I forget. I don't know if that's better or worse, but like... I forgot. Sometimes it's like 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I forgot to eat. Oops. I know, what a problem to have. Honestly, I think I probably need to like segment my OBS into multiple things. Because I only have one OBS scene layout. And like, tools, performance viewer. I have no idea how to... I have a performance viewer. I have way too many scenes in my OBS, but like... You know what? Chat? Maybe I shouldn't be idling in Final Fantasy XIV in the background. Nah. That couldn't be it. Couldn't be. Actually, I wonder, can I just, like, drop kick you? Yeah, I can drop kick you. Yeah. Fuck, it's the swamp. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. And I'm done in the morning at Rover's time. Is that gonna matter? 17, 15, 32. 12. We are so fine. We are the finest we've ever been. I'm gonna fuck off over here, though. I can't even use a Vone because I'll die. Okay, you have... Actually, you only have 94.7 avoid. That's... Oh, your luck is kind of low. I get hit by one of you. Fixing crit. 28 AS. Of sub badges that go up to 10 years apparently. Oh no, my silver lance. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch. See, there you go. Just do that. Just do that. Do that. It works. It's great. Who are you sub to for 10? Who has been streaming for... Actually, no. People have been streaming for 10 years. I think Incon's been streaming for 10 years. I think if Smite held my attention that long, maybe I would have, like, technically been subbed to someone for 10 years, but... Oh, like this is specifically on your dashboard. Why is Laguz not attacking Aaron? I don't believe they attack... They have summoning sickness, basically. Can do that. Do I have any physics left? Oh, I have a Fortify, which I might have to use here. Okay, Dragon can hit me. Dragon can hit me. That's 20 damage. Honestly, yeah, I don't want to fuck with that. We'll fortify to get Aaron up. Speed. So something on the dashboard that is, I guess DM me. What's up? That is a decidedly Lamau moment. Thank you for the reminder, Twitch. Not terribly relevant, but thank you for the reminder. My last deity. My last DM was, hey, why don't you stream Dark Deity too? I simply forgot. I shrimply forgot. Staff, physic. As long as I can heal Aaron, and it is both magic over 2, so heal Aaron and Peleus. Ooga booga, free heals. Free XP. That sure is like God lore is good. Why am I using her? She's too good. This woman is promoted early twice and she's like fine. She just doesn't have a niche. Doesn't make her bad. Just, you know, puts her out of a job. Happens to the best and brightest of us. Okay. Turn 18. Oh, fuck off. Oh, did I not trade you, You must not have. Okay, time for the wild goose chase of, I gotta find this dude, and I need to kill him. Do I? Wait. Do it with Lunasaw. Lunasaw is 43. 43, 18, so 40, 15, 25 times 2. That... Okay, you know what? If I just get... If I get this dude in range, I can just rescue and then drop you here. Because Aaron's just being chased by tigers. What are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So... Future Leo versus Izuka. Leo hits, Izuka procs flare, Leo dies. I'm just hitting that dude from 3 range. What is a staff equipped? He has a staff right now, yes. Okay, doesn't give him anything, so... Do that, then I can rescue, move you here. You drop here, cool. And this is a chapter that genuinely, you can one-turn it so easily, and if you don't need the experience, it's probably a good idea. Ah, no speed, so I gotta use the Lunasaw. That's fine, though, because it's just the Moolah gear that hates flyers instead of dragons. Oh, yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be fine. See, Ron, I just don't ever look at numbers because they make me sad, so... I think I'm way better off for it. 30, 28, 30... Cool. Okay, one of you can hit me. That's fine. Look at all of those chickens. Ow. Aaron is such a Chad. Look, Aaron is only a Chad because we gave him so much fucking targeted experience. Oh my gross. Where'd they go? Can the human race survive such a tragedy? Ah, man, it's just the Mulagir. Still here, still here. And you know what? Animations are fucking off, so, like... Big ol' 5-head makes for an easy target. Yeah, I just don't want to get flared. I think that's a reasonable fear. Why the Mulagir hate? It's not really hate. Oh, they all just die. Right. Yay. I forgot. I forgot they immediately die. I don't hate the Mulagir. I think I am perhaps a little more chapped towards it than I should be over all of the, like, FE7 theory crafts are just like, oh, you just make Lyn a Bowlord and you give it the Mulagir and it solves all the problems. Heroes did it, and like, Heroes knew what was up, and like, no. I mean, you can give her the Mulagir as like a scouring weapon, but Monikati's her sword. Give it to her in Heroes. The Balberth is +3 strength, so it basically has 12 weight instead of 15. I don't actually know if there's any practical use to the Balbereth's strength other than, like, mitigating its high weight. Monikati's not real. She's wielding the Monikati in her base art. It's not the Soul Kati. They were just wrong. Count Bastion. Agagra. You must calm yourself, Duke Redding. The reveal. Lyn and Leaf both are associated more with bows than swords thanks to Faye. I understand why they do it from a practicality standpoint. A lot of the important popular characters in Fire Emblem are sword wielders, and to maintain some form of balance in heroes, thanks to the red, blue, green paradigm they have going on, they need to try ways to, like, cull the amounts of swords we get. Yeah, no, I agree. Chew's got the right of it. The problem with Leaf is that Brave Leaf, or, you know, I'm just gonna say it, Brave Leaf, because that's what the attuned Leaf is. It's just the Brave Leaf design because he's never gonna win. He should have been a staff cav. He should have been a staff cav based off of Ethlin with a staff that looked like the Lightbrand. And like Finn's armor or something. We did not need him to be another bow cav, because like he has basically the same unit 3 times. Tamar not even knowing Redding seems odd. I mean, it's not like Redding was the
ruler of Crimea. He was just like, he was a duke. He was Zelensky's uncle, not like the king of Crimea. Or Lance, not even... Yeah, like, they could have just up and made him Fin Quan full out. But I think a staff would be interesting because, like, candidly, you know, healing is in media. It's like, it's very female coded. So you don't get a lot of male staffers that aren't like, that don't have a way to use something else, right? Like, I think it would kind of be a cool way to have Leaf, like, you know, fill that niche a little more. Anyway, yay war crimes. There's like a lot of blood in the back. Don't look too closely. Should have been a staff cap with Warp as his assist skill. Lee Mulder Bolt. Look, there are male, like, priests, like, for sure. I'm speaking more like in fantasy as a whole, right? Healing tends to be more female coded. So like if someone is getting an ult, you're not often going to see men be put into staff, like partially because staves typically suck in Fae, but like of the optional staffers that did not use a staff in their home game, are there any in Heroes? Because like Sephirin can use a staff. I guess Bruno, technically. And, don't know if there's anyone else. Garcia and Dazzle on their support Trout stays. It's enough for a staff ult. Funny. Funny, you're getting Garcia and Dazzler, and actually no, we have Dazzler, right? Huh, I guess it could be possible. I'm surprised Makai doesn't have a staff ult. Look, genuinely, I think that Heroes kind of crippled itself by making a few decisions early, as far as staves are just colorless magic, and then they introduced colorless magic, and then they gave everyone supportive capabilities. So like staves as the unit type that was meant to be like very supportive, it kind of fell to the wayside. Micaiah is definitely a mage unit, yes, but like every Micaiah ult is just Thani. Like, say what you will about characters that just do the same thing over and over, but like genuinely every Micaiah is just fucking Thani. And like it's fine to use the personal weapon, but Thani, there's no like in-universe reason that Micaiah uses it other than she uses light magic. As far as preferred weapons go, it is rapier tier. It is genuinely just like, hey, we need a preferred weapon. This has no significance to the story, but like, fuck it. Nuke this horse. Does running suck by comparison to the other units, so it count as bad and take to the tower? I mean, it sucks comparison to tower filler, sure, but like, he's a free gold knight. He's got good ranks. Horn being an army unit is why I plus 10 Gulveg instead. I think probably when Gulveg won Choose Your Legends, I stopped giving a shit. And it is not like, ooh, a Kumar bad. Like, I don't find Gulveg interesting, but like, ultimately, they didn't even do anything particularly interesting of like a unit that would have been introduced through Choose Your Legends first in comparison to like as a villain. It's kind of at, probably before that point, definitely before that point, but like, Choose Your Legends wasn't really a popularity contest. It was more of just like a recency bias simulator. Tabaran trying to rizz up the goddess though. I mean, he'd give it a shot. Asher's really big. Like, girl's big. I forget her weight, but like, I don't think Tabaran can handle the weight. I think it would break his pelvis. I say post Choose Your Legends 3 when 3 houses took over. In my mind, the only Choose Your Legends that mattered is the first one when it was a free-for-all for everyone. I will still argue that, like, Marth got screwed over, but Choose Your Legends 1, as a popularity contest, did its job. After that, it was just a, hey, you get to choose an ult for a character you like. I'm pretty much whatever, and whoever wins Choose Your Legends since I got Felix and female Robin. Sure, I mean, you got your Blorbos. I don't use choose your legends as like a, hey, I want brave units. I use choose your legends as like a, hey, this unit's kind of popular. Maybe bring him to heroes or something, or give him an ult. I don't care. Anyway, hi, we're not doing this now. I am burning to death.
Arriving in Sienne, the capital of Benyon.
Oh, suffering. Other older choose your legends units get a mini remix by having an exclusive skill or special. Okay, hang on. On that topic, I hate that Legendary Marth is getting Resplendent. It's very good. It's very pretty, but like even more than Brave units, I would argue that Legendary units are like very, very iconic as far as their appearance is concerned, and they don't really need like a visual rehaul. You're really gonna do all the preps in all 5 tower levels tomorrow? You lie to me. Okay, you know what? We can do it all tomorrow. I believe. We're just gonna blitz it. We got our army. We'll just blitz it. It's every stream's a prep stream. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tomorrow noon, because if I start at 6 p.m. Well, it's 6 p.m. for you, right? Smelliest end. Golden Army. I did not lie. It's really hot. It's so hot. My 6 p.m. My 6 p.m. is the only one that matters. Anyway, the only like legendary units I think could actually benefit from getting another shot. Legendary Demetrius is bad. He looks fucking short. His spear is clipping through his hand. I don't know what they were on with that one. Legendary Marth is genuinely the best Marth has ever looked to this day. And you know what? The Resplendent's not bad. You're just not beating Daisuke Izuka's like fuzzy cape, binding shield, falchion Marth. You can't do it. I think maybe Lucina and Crom could get like a redo in a legendary, because I don't think either of them is particularly good as far as concept is concerned. The art's both fine. I actually think legendary Lucina does a good job. I'm usually not a huge fan of how Yamada Kotaro does women. I think legendary Lucina does a good job. Wow, he's only been here for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You see this shine? I'm fucking sweating. It's so hot. Anyway. Yeah, so plan tomorrow. I will return. We will beat Smellius. And then I will not stream on Monday because I will have died of a heat stroke. Unless we don't beat Tellius and I'm a liar. But hopefully I'm not a liar. We're going to do our best. Oh. Yeah, anyway, say goodbye to my... Actually, no. You're not going to say goodbye to my dogs because they're just fucking... They're melting in the shower. I lied as naturally as I breathed. Haha, lying is fun. Wait until your AC is fixed. I don't know when my AC is going to get fixed. Like, my apartment complex sent out an email to everyone saying, like, hey, by the way, it's technically not an emergency that your ACs are all broken and it's hot as balls outside. So, stop fucking emailing us. We'll get to it whenever. I don't expect my AC to get fixed for like a week. Like, I have an air mattress and a go bag that I just threw at, like, my friend's apartment, and I am sleeping there as she has graciously offered me a corner of her living room. It's so nice. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps or something? I don't have bootstraps. Buy a bunch of fans? I got one. And it's been running full blast this entire time. Alright, this was a standing stream just so I could have air, like, shooting at my legs this entire time. Buy more? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, it's time to slave in front of a hot oven for an hour and a half because I got banana bread to make. Hooray. Don't do that, dog. Don't do it. Anyway, I have been me. You have been you. I'll see you tomorrow unless I die on the way home from the party. I hope I don't. It's an hour drive and it's going to be raining. If I die... It's been real. Sorry I didn't get more Fire Emblem opinions out there. If I don't die, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.